Due Process, winner of 22 regional Emmy Awards, including the 2012 and 2013 Mid-Atlantic Emmys for Outstanding Discussion Series. Due Process is a presentation of Rutgers School of Law, Newark, and the Edward J. Blaustein School of Planning and Public Policy. Studio facilities provided by the Rutgers ITV Studio, Division of Continuing Studies.
I declare Joseph and Orville to be lawful spouses in the state of New Jersey.
It took more than a decade of court fights, but marriage equality had come to New Jersey. A judge's ruling, the Supreme Court's refusal to stay her decision, and the governor's agreement to drop his appeal. All that, what it means and what's next.
And in accordance with the authority vested in me by the state of New Jersey, I now pronounce you married!
Right now on Due Process.
Major funding for Due Process provided by the Fund for New Jersey, supporting informed citizens for an effective democracy. Additional funding from Genova Burns.
And now there are 14. With a ruling by a Superior Court judge, the acquiescence of the state Supreme Court, the backing down of a governor, New Jersey became the 14th state to make it legal. And scores of couples have already said, I do. I'm Raymond Brown.
And I'm Sandra King, and we're talking, of course, about same-sex marriage, with the lawyer who won the final case, an opponent who's dismayed at the ruling.
Now off.
A former governor who signed a domestic partnership bill, first step on New Jersey's long road to gay marriage. 2 years before the state court first stepped in with the landmark case that started it all.
Our first case this morning is Lewis v. Harris.
The case that led to the state Supreme Court ruling granting full and equal rights to same-sex couples.
We want our daughters to know that their family will be treated equally, that their family will be treated fairly.
Based on a suit filed by 7 gay couples who demanded a full equality.
After today, and for the last 31 years, I want to get married to Cindy, and today I'm hopeful it's going to happen.
And just before Deborah Poritz left the bench, the court said yes to equal treatment.
Please be seated.
The Chief Justice insisting that meant marriage, but the majority ruling that it could be called something else, and the legislature settling on civil unions.
It was supposed to be the same benefits as marriage, but not called marriage.
Right.
And that's where the problem stands.
Tom Walton and Merman Davis did have a wedding years earlier, but under New Jersey law, it had no legal weight.
It was important to us for our kids to show them that we were making a commitment together.
To show our families that this is who we are.
But that was before last June, when the U.S. Supreme Court struck down DOMA, the so-called Defense of Marriage Act. Gay rights advocates said that changed everything.
It is the state that has denied our clients the right to marry. It is the state that says you can only enter into civil unions. And so, therefore, it is the state that is the cause, the source, the genesis of this problem. And it is that state action that we're seeking to redress.
With New Jersey on record as granting full equality and no further federal restriction in the way, Larry Lustberg told a Superior Court judge the state couldn't legally stand in the way of full access to federal spousal benefits, from income tax to Social Security.
The origin of the problem here resides clearly with the state, which has created this separate, and we say unequal, and clearly after Windsor unequal system, where different sex couples can marry and same-sex couples cannot. That is the origin of the problem.
Judge Mary Jacobson agreed.
Well, we were ecstatic. We were so excited to hear finally someone say that we would be